You know what's kind of funny? I think people are honestly catching on, and it was inevitable. It was pretty much inevitable that after a certain amount of time, people would just realize that, who's perpetuating these wars? It's not citizens. It's the psychopaths. And where are we hearing of the stories, and why are we putting ourselves through the trauma of news media and the constant bombardment of bullshit, negativity? Is there anything good out of the media? Can you say that they're putting heartwarming stories? I mean, any heartwarming stories have an agenda attached to it. Don't be fucking fooled, people. That's usually the case. But I saw this CBS thing, and I just had to laugh. It reminds me of years back when they used to do the color-coded terror warning, like, we're bringing this shit back. I heard it, Al-Qaeda, the word Al-Qaeda was brought up in this little conference. Al-Qaeda needs to we gotta do a throwback to Al-Qaeda now, even though the word means database or data in Arabic. But let's forget about that. Al-Qaeda's got a few tricks up their sleeve right before the election, maybe, and mainstream media is going to tell you right all the fuck about it. So let's just hear what they got to say, because, I mean, they got their people on it, and they know when to inform us of something, if something's going to go wrong. Let's hear this shit. Let's hear what she's got to say.
Learned about a potential terror threat ahead.
This one eye is funny to me. It's just like,
of the election, sources say that U.S. intelligence has alerted joint terrorism task forces that Al-Qaeda could be planning attacks in 3 states for months.
Al-Qaeda? Why not ISIS? What happened to ISIS? ISIS is like the lone wolf attacks. Spur of the moment. Mental breakdown. Spur of the moment mental breakdown. Rapid radicalization on the web. That's ISIS. Little small groups. But Al-Qaeda's the one that makes the color warnings jump. You know what I mean? We might have to bring that back into play. You'll see what I mean by this shit. Watch this report. It's fucking nonsense.
Monday, that, as you know, is the day before the election.
Oh, it is? Like, we didn't already know that? Yeah, those of you thinking about voting that watch my channel and videos, don't even think about it. I haven't voted ever. Do you think I give a shit about their two-party duality bullshit? Like, grammar school kids can see through this, or they should be able to, but you won't see that happening. They're gonna push the same shit over and over again. Can they do a news conference without having blue and red on? Slightly blue mascara? It's unbelievable how fucking in-depth they go with this shit. How hard they try, and that's why it's funny. It's like they're really trying out here. I think they're slipping up. They like picked up the pace like way too quickly. They got like their supercomputer that's at the helm is just like fucking up. That's what I think. It's not making the right calculations for them.
It's believed that New York, Texas, and Virginia are all possible.
Look at this orange. Like it reminds me of that meter. Back in the day, it would be like, oh, we're in orange, we're in red, we're in yellow, we're in green. It would never go down to green. Always be in the threat zone. Oh, terror threat. Everyone fucking freak out. New York, let's see the states.
Targets. The credibility
Texas.
of the intelligence has not been confirmed.
Okay, so credibility not confirmed, but let's just throw a story out there. Look at this orange fucking nonsense. Get ready, people. They're going to reinstitute the color coding system. Probably do it subliminally. They'll probably subliminally increase the color coding of their terror-related news stories. I'm seeing a ton of orange and red here. Reddish orange. I'm scared. Oh no, New York, Virginia, and Texas. And why are they saying Al-Qaeda? I thought it was ISIS. What is ISIS being roasted too much in the media now? Everybody's saying that it's funded by basically the same people that fund our election. Yeah, wow, who knew? And wow, it was a big surprise when, you know, billions, $500 million was given to a PR firm to make ISIS, Al-Qaeda propaganda. Like, it's all fake, people. They just told you a couple weeks ago that it's propaganda. So why are they trying to say that Al-Qaeda is coming back? Like, they're like telling on themselves, basically. And then, if you're stupid enough to believe Al-Qaeda, they're going to bring Al-Qaeda back up in the news? Like, are they serious? What a joke. They just need to stop it with this shit. It doesn't make any sense. Al-Qaeda? Like, I thought we fucking put the nail in the coffin on that word. That means database, like, 5 or 10 years ago. They're actually gonna say that Al-Qaeda is still lingering and pulling off, like, fake hoax events? When will that end?
Jeff Pegues is in Washington with new details. Jeff, it's very disconcerting to hear this on this Friday.
Look at this guy.
Good morning.
Fucking blazed out. Blazed. This is like probably green screen. They don't give a fuck, dude. They go home and like laugh their ass off while they hit the bottle. All these people are degenerates. They hit the bottle and they're just like, can you believe what we fucking told them on the news today? Like, there's a terror. It was like, yellow, world in crisis. Fuck you guys. And your fucking propaganda, one-eye bullshit symbolism right in your stupid fucking 3 eyes in the background. All watching CBS bullshit. This guy's a clown. Fucking just hit the crack pipe. Ready to give you some bullshit ass story about some bullshit fake ass terror threat that doesn't even exist. The terror threat is the cabal bankers that run the whole infrastructure of our reality. Flat blank, period.
U.S. authorities are taking this threat seriously while still assessing the credibility of the intelligence. But
okay, so we're taking it seriously, but we're also assessing the credibility. Yeah, but that's really... So this news story is basically fake because any number of person can send a threat in at any time, and then they can assess whether it's real or not and take however long they want to do that. So yeah, this is a fake news story if you haven't figured it out, people. They just bullshit whatever they want. They want to make a little terror spike in everybody's conscious. They just put a news story out while everyone's, you know, eating dinner. It doesn't even matter. What's so funny is parents, people I'll talk to, it's like, oh well, I don't really watch it. It's just on in the background. It's like, oh my fucking gosh, people. That's like the worst thing that you could possibly have go on. Your subliminal conscious is picking up on what they're saying, the agendas they're pushing, while you sit there and eat That's the worst. You're not conscious of what they're saying. You can't decipher the bullshit. So you're just letting it be absorbed. And when people try to argue with you, you just are gridlocked. You don't know why. But that's why. It's hypnotic suggestion. And that knot won't be untied unless those people are put into hypnosis. That's basically what it comes down to. Marketing is hypnosis, brainwashing. This is marketing. This is all ad. Everything you see on the television is an ad for wealthy elite that push agendas that are so embedded into our politics that it's a joke. It's a circus. If you can't realize that by now, you're thoroughly brainwashed. You're thoroughly a product of the system. They want you exactly. You think that your thoughts are your thoughts, but you're thinking exactly what they want you to think.
Terrorism officials across the country have been alerted out of an abundance of caution. Law enforcement sources tell CBS News the threat comes from Al-Qaeda, and intelligence points to attacks taking place in New York, Texas, and Virginia. But the threat information provided no specific targets for possible attacks in those states. As Election Day approaches, federal law enforcement is planning for several worst-case scenarios. Earlier this week, an alert to local police warned of polling places being seen as attractive targets for lone wolf-type attacks.
I thought that was ISIS, though. I thought that was ISIS. Oh, we're doing lone wolf? Lone wolf. I told you, this is like the new word. This is going to be like the word of the year. These lone wolf. They're going to like merge, and they're pretty soon they're going to be merging terrorists, mental illness, everybody that has like opposing views. It's going to be like bad thought people. Bad minds. Free minds. And then it will be free minds. When everybody, is on a mainframe thought pattern and people are deciding not to go on that mainframe. They're going to be called free minds and they're going to be dealt with. That's basically who we are. We're free minds thinking about our scenario and the fact that those are the two candidates we have. I mean, if people can't figure it out, I don't know. We're hopeless. We're not gonna figure it out. They're not gonna figure it out, I guess.
Extremist or sovereign citizen activity. A senior FBI official says the Bureau is working closely with the Department of Homeland Security and other federal, state, and local agencies to disrupt and identify potential threats. It is not unusual for there to be an increase in the volume of threats leading up to significant events like holidays or even an election. An official says it is important to investigate those threats thoroughly.
Thoroughly, yeah.
Thanks, Jeff.
What a fucking idiot.